trace back my theoretical masculine qualities to their source, I decided to review a very special movie to me, Best of the Best 2, a movie I saw at midnight on Cinemax on a free weekend trial in my hometown. This was before it was Skinemax, and at least not until 3 a.m., but my mom's not going to watch this. She doesn't care what I have to say, so I can say that now, because I'm a man. This movie was, and is, the golden tit that I worship on the blasphemous calf that is cinema. I love this movie like my mother loved my father. Once, at least. In an attempt to honor this film, I'm starting it off much like the film starts itself, with a flashback that's hopefully quick of Best of the Best 1. Philip Rhee began studying martial arts at the age of 4. He holds ranks of 6th degree black belt in Taekwondo, a 3rd degree black belt in Hapkido, and a 1st degree black belt in Kendo, and a brown belt from me because I shit on it out of fear. While also working as a martial arts teacher, he overheard his students talking crap instead of leaving it in the bathroom, about how he teaches them not to beat people up for no reason, but in his movies all he does is beat people up for no reason. So he left the boys' room ashamed and wrote the PG-13 gold that is Best of the Best 1. He wanted to make a movie about courage, honor, self-respect, and Chris Penn knowing karate. His brother, professional movie victim Simon Rhee, was also involved in the film. Trust me, we all know and love Simon Rhee. Here's a quick montage of him in action.
Change your mind, but I know that this time I have said too much, been too unkind. I tried to laugh about it, cover it all up with lies. I try and laugh about it, hiding the tears in my eyes. 'Cause boys don't cry. I try to laugh about it, cover it all up with lies. I try to laugh about it, hiding the tears in my eyes. 'Cause boys don't cry. Boys don't cry.
Fucking awesome, right? They hired this foxy beast, Robert Radler, to direct. When offered a job making documentaries in college, he promptly dropped right the hell out of school and went to work. He went on to direct music videos for movies like The Karate Kid and War Games, as well as normal music videos too, and then showered us all with the gift that is the first 2 Best of the Best films. Since then, he's directed like 26 episodes of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, which is just awesome. He directed Showdown with Billy Blizanks. He did some Baywatch episodes. Not Baywatch Nights. Fuck Baywatch Nights. He's making a documentary right now about the electric guitar. If you go to his website, you can look up all the list of people that are being interviewed. It's sickening. Drunky demandeth thee. I demand. Robert Radler agreed to direct Best 1, even though it wasn't really his movie. It was Philip's movie mostly, but for a first feature, it was awesome. I would direct Short Circuit 5 if someone promised to pay me for it, and I would love it. The movie's got Darth Vader in it. How bad could it be for Vader's sake? The story is basically this. We get to see these 5 guys show up for an opportunity to be on the
U.S. National Karate Team.
Hoping that they
might even get laid.
This is loosely based on Philip's real-life experience of fighting on the U.S. team against Korea. We get to see them kick the shit out of stuntmen, we see who Jonesy picks, and then we get into a bar fight. And it fucking rocks. Walker Texas Power Ranger Chris Penn. Oh yes, you thought it was over when he pretended to dance in Footloose. But now he's back, and this time he knows karate, and how to piss off Kane Hodder. If a guy plays Jason Voorhees in the middle chunk of the Friday the 13th movie and he's at a bar with a hot chick, the last thing I do is try and wear that girl's ass like a glove in front of him.
Hey! Shit, baby, I'm sorry. God damn it.
Don't take any lip from her.
They whoop so much ass that nobody dares to call the cops on them. And then they leave to go train for the next hour of the film. But it's okay, we get to see them do push-ups while the Korean team does better push-ups. We get to see them jog, and the Korean team freezes to death and goes on to the next training exercise. It's very Rocky IV, with good as 80s training music can be 80s music. And a little character vignette between each sequence, like this one.
That's harsh.
Hey, you don't eat that raw fish shit, do you?
Travis, why don't you shut up?
Does it look like I'm talking to you? So what about it? The yellow, huh?
Obviously.
Then the squirts hit the fan. We find out that Tommy's brother was killed by the very fighter he's about to fight.
Daehan.
Anybody else seen this?
No, sir.
Let's keep it that way.
And that Jesus Cristo Roberts has a son that's been in a car accident, which pisses off Mufasa.
Coach, don't bother, Grady, you're off the team.
I need to talk to you for a minute.
I'm to talk about Grady, you made your choice.
The rule is to never leave this place once you're on the team, which Roberts does. But really, how much fatherly sympathy do you expect from the guy who was secretly White Vader?
I am your father.
They all come back together, and as expected, the first three guys who weren't given a backstory montage lose their matches, including Chris Penn.
What are you counting them for?
Crane kick, crane kick, crane kick. Ah, Van Damme it. Oh well. Eric Roberts wins his match even after his opponent kicks him so hard that he thinks that he's Riggs and James Earl Jones is Murtaugh. He keeps the points he's earned for the team by being a man. Who'd have thought of it after seeing this crying scene?
This is the only thing I know I am good at.
I love you, Eric Roberts. I really do. Just don't kidnap my newborn baby and take it to the Heroes Factory, alright? Then the irony ensues. Coincidentally named Tommy Lee rocks the shit out of Daehan. Brother versus brother in real life while they are fighting for the loss of a brother. I didn't think of it this way as a kid. I was just worried Daehan was going to kick Tommy's balls into his brain and kill him. Nah, good God. Tommy outshines Roberts by manning up after Daehan kicks his two balls into one big one.
6-year-old Tommy Lee bring the American team back from a 7-point deficit. Score, Tommy Lee!
What a wuss, he can't even take a few stomps in the face. Ah, he's looking at me. The big twist is that he has the opportunity to win, but the cost could be Daehan's life. He ignores his rage and hatred and fear and lets the clock run out, and the American team loses. After Tommy kicks Daehan's big dick ego in 9 out of 10 inches, the American team is given the winning medals by the Korean team. Even though Tommy was the only one that showed that internal victory meant more to him than physical victory, Daehan offers himself as Tommy's brother, and honor, loyalty, personal respect over public opinion, and instinct prevail. Before Cinemax turned over to porno that night, I learned something about myself. I guess I learned something afterwards too, but... Alright, now hold on to that special feeling for a second.
I love little